ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ। ਅੱਜ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਭੈਣਾਂ ਨਾਲ, ਆਪਣੀ ਸਿਸਟਰਸ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਣੀ ਮੇਕਅਪ ਤੇ ਸਕਿਨ ਕੇਅਰ ਦੀ ਲੁੱਕ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰਾਂਗੀ। ਇਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਕਟਸ ਮੈਂ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਾਂਗੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਸਕਿਨ ਕੇਅਰ ਤੇ ਮੇਕਅਪ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਅੱਜ ਇਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਫੇਵਰੇਟ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਕਟ ਹੈਗੇ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਇਹ ਡਰੱਗ ਸਟੋਰ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਕਟ ਤੇ ਹਾਈ ਐਂਡ ਬ੍ਰਾਂਡ ਵਾਲੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਕਟ ਹੈਗੇ ਹੈ। ਸੋ this is my outfit from India and this is my favorite Codely elixir spray to prep my skin. I love the spray. I'm spitting on my face to make sure that my skin is hydrated and plumped. You can see up close my skin and it's looking natural and hydrated. This is the Codely elixir product. Obsessed with it. This is Dalba hydrating mist, and other product to prep is moisturizer by Amberleys. I'm massaging on my face to moist my skin. And this is MAC soft ochre to prep my eyelid and eye base using my hands to make sure that it's blended properly. Every artist has a different technique. For myself, I use this technique. Until your base is not prepped. This is the Bridal Double XL Police bridal palette, and it has variety of shades like matte, shimmers, creams. Everything is in this palette. You don't need any other palette if you have this palette for bridal, non-bridal kits. Highly recommend to all my followers, especially the bridal artist. And you can see the transition color. I'm using light pink on my eyes. You can see how I'm blending it back and forth. You can see the blending technique over here. Just making sure it's smooth, it's not harsh. If your base is smooth, then your makeup will look good, especially your eye makeup and your face makeup. So focus on that. This is Pink Orchid Studio, one of my go-to palette for all my bridal clients and non-bridal clients. So I'm using the shade in pinks that is matching my outfit, and you can see how I'm blending, just making sure the edges are covered too. Now you can see I'm bringing the same shade on my eyelid. You can see my technique over here. Must invest on this palette. So I'm using the pink shade again. That's totally matching my outfit, and you can see how I'm blending it, and I'm using this shade on my other eye, and I'm using the shimmer shade from Policies and blending it properly, and I'm using pink shade on my waterline and stretching it just to make sure that it has enough color Now I'm using Milk Grip Primer to prep my skin. And I'm using Anastasia Ebony color for my brows. Now I'm using Vinsati color corrector in peach and orange. Now I'm blending it properly. This is my favorite brand for color corrector. You can see how I'm blending it. Keep on watching, guys. Now I'm using Forever 52 camouflage palette. It has variety of camouflage shades in it. Must invest for bridal makeup artist. You can see how I'm taking enough product to cover my birthmark and my under eye and my face. Now I'm using Corrector Cosmetic Concealer to cover my face. You can see how I'm blending my face where there is no color corrector. First I will blend this properly and make my face smooth, and afterwards I will be making sure that I will be covering all the color corrector portion with the concealer and blend it equally. Did you see my hand motion while doing makeup? This is how it should be blended seamless of every corner of your face. This is the right technique. This is my way of doing it. Every artist has a different technique. Just keep on blending, guys. You can watch this tutorial if you have to do your own makeup. Did you see how I'm blending concealer on my neck and making it sure that my face and my neck is matching? Now I'm covering my floss, blending it. Now I'm making sure my under eyes are covered and lifted. Did you see how I'm lifting upwards and downwards to make sure that my face is lifted? Now my eyes are looking way better with Corrector Cosmetic Concealer. Now you can see the close-up. This is Corrector Cosmetic Hyaluronic Foundation. This is my favorite brand, Brush Beauty Blender. This is MAC brush for blending the foundation. Now afterwards you will see how I will be blending with Brush Beauty Blender. It's one of the smoothest beauty blender and soft and very smooth finish it gives you. And see how I'm blending my entire face on one side and making sure every corner is covered. And now I'm using the same beauty blender and covering the other side of my face, making sure it's equal, blended, and very smooth finish. Must invest on this beauty blender, Brush Beauty. It has amazing set of brushes as well, but I prefer beauty blender on my face. So did you see how I'm blending my face and my neck and making sure everything is seamless. Instantly you will see the huge difference on my face while blending it. Now I'm using hydrating spray from Urban Decay to set my base. This is the earrings I'm wearing. This is Vinsati Brazilian Tan bronzer, my favorite go-to bronzer for my face, to lift it up and making sure I'm taking brush strokes upwards to lift my face. Same technique I'm using on the other side of my face. This way I will not have chubby cheeks. See how I'm taking upwards? This is the right technique. This is Makeup by Mario contour kit, and I'm blending it upwards again. Must invest on Vinsati bronzer and Mario. And see how I'm blending and hiding my double chin. This should be the right technique for the people who are insecure for their double chin. Now I'm contouring my nose with Makeup by Mario palette. This is Forever 52 blush palette. Now I'm spitting on my face with Urban Decay setting spray and making sure my face is covered with it. And now I'm using the blush palette from Forever 52 in pink shade, mixing light and dark blush on my cheeks. I'm using a beauty blender to blend it. And this is Rare Beauty blush, and I'm using on my high points of my cheeks to lift the face. And you can see the placement, how I'm doing it. How the contour, bronzer and the blush placement is done on my face. And lift the entire face with it. Especially if you have chubby face or chubby chin. Now I'm blending on my nose and my chin. This is Huda Beauty Cupcake and Banana Bread Powder. I'm using underneath my eyes to lift my eyes and on side of my nose. This is the way it should be done. And now I'm using on my face to make sure that my face looks lifted. This is Dalba hydrating spray. I'm spitting on my face for a glowy base. This is MAC Edge to Edge lip liner. I'm using on my lips. And this is the best brand and my first brand that I use when I started my makeup career. Highly recommended to all the bridal artists who are starting their career or they are pro in their career. Must have lip liners or any products from the brand. You can see the technique how I'm using lip liner with the small strokes, making sure the edges of my lips are covered with the MAC lip liner. This is my favorite brand for any lip liner, setting spray or any foundation. Must invest on this. Highly recommend. You can see how I'm blending it to make my pouty lips. As I earlier mentioned that every artist has a different technique. So keep on watching, guys. See how I'm covering with the small strokes on the edges of my lips, outer. Just making sure everything is covered. Now you can see proper look close up. You can see it's almost done, and you can see it's almost my lip liner is almost about to finish. I need to restock my MAC lip liners, especially the edge to edge. And this is CoverGirl Overlasting Lip Stain, and this is exact shade for my outfit. That's pink. That's complementing my look. You can see again I'm using the same technique, just with a different shade of pinks. And you can see up close if you are looking for drugstore lip liner, must invest on this. The shade name is Overlasting Lip Stain. You can take a screenshot. It's by CoverGirl. You can see up close again, Overlasting Lip Stain. And the next I'm using Forever 52 lip color. I think the number is F704. This is my favorite combo I will be showing for my lips. You can see how I'm blending in center of my lips, making sure that it's very smooth. Usually people have crusty lips. You should always drink water or use always lip balms for very natural glossy lips. This is a tip I'm sharing with you guys. Whenever you are doing makeup, always prep your lips with the lip scrub. And my favorite one is Lineage lip scrub. See how I'm doing small strokes to cover my lips. Now the same thing I'm doing on my upper lip. See how I'm blending and making it pouty lips. Very small strokes and seamless. This is the way it should be done, and this is the right technique, that it will not budge your lips and make it very smooth, very light. And see the strokes, how I'm doing it. Very small strokes. You can see up close how it's being getting done. Very small. Making sure every edge is covered with the lip color. Until I'm not satisfied, I will make sure everything is being done the way I want. I always like to mix and match my eye makeup or lip color. This is MRB. The shade name is Las Vegas. You can get this from Ludhiana, Maniram Balwantrai, MBR Cosmetics. Highly recommend them. And my favorite combo is Forever 52 and MBR for my lip colors. You can see up close as I'm showcasing. You can get MBR products and any other brands like Forever 52, Character Cosmetics, or any other drugstore brands or international brands from Ludhiana. This store is located in Ludhiana, opposite side of Pavilion Mall, Maninam, Balwantrai. Highly recommend this store for any authentic original products. Must visit. You can see up close the product. Very smooth finish. This is Maybelline mascara, volume mascara, to lengthen up my natural eyelashes. You can see how I'm using the strokes to lengthen it. Now I'm using the mascara to make sure every eyelash is separated and looking good. Now I'm applying pink shade on my waterline to make sure that the entire look completed, and eye makeup should be little catchy, like classy. So I will be blending and stretching my eyes to make sure that proper color is coming underneath my eyes, and lifting my eyes with the eyeshadow. And I'm using the Duke Care brushes. I would highly recommend to all the bridal makeup artists. It's very reasonable. You can get from the Duke Care website, or you can order from Amazon Prime or Amazon. It's very affordable brush set. It comes in 18 pieces, 16 pieces, or 24 pieces. If you want, I can make video on that. Now I'm using Too Faced mascara, making sure every eyelash is separated and looking volume in my eyelashes. So you can see how I'm using the strokes on my both eyes and making my eyes lifted very naturally. Now you can see how I'm blending back and forth on my eyes underneath and covering my waterline with the pink shade. Now using the same technique on my other eye. Now you can see how I'm stretching my eyes and using the same technique on my waterline and making sure that it has enough pink shade. Again, I'm stretching my eye and doing the same thing on my other eye, stretching it and blending it at the same time. This is the right way to lift your eye makeup, and I have been using the same technique from couple of years, and it's beginner friendly kind of makeup for the beginner artist as well. Everybody has a different way. For myself, I like doing this way. I hope you are loving the makeup tutorial, and this is the entire look that is created on Diwali. Show some love and share, comment, and give your feedback how you like the look, and do you want to see more Get Ready With Me. And this is our information to book with us for bridal, non-bridal clients. Thank you for supporting, loving Simran Makeover Studio and the team.